That tanned, golden brown kind of biscuits, bro. Motherfucking biscuits. Just getting ready to wash this screen out. I'm gonna pre-soak it here for a second. Get it kind of wet until I start to see that design come out. I'll let this thing sit for a minute. It took so long to come out, but I really don't mind that because it didn't fucking get gummy at all. Upgrades, motherfucker! He's probably out here smoking cigarettes. Upgrades, bitch! I'll just kind of peel it out in 3 good layers. So we'll have to maybe adjust when it comes to like higher definition shit.
Yeah.
But it should be good for now.
That's pretty dope, dude. I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, so am I. I'm thrilled with the way that went. .24 frame, which is great, but like that's an auto frame, so it's a 23 by 31, which is not set for the insides of these roars. Now, if you put it on the edges of the roars, then you're completely straight on a 23 by, the edges will make a 23 by 31, but then you've got to kind of press down to get that tape to stick in order to kind of bring it up on the image. But allows us to do a much bigger print than you could standard do on a 20 by 24, and it makes it a heck of a lot easier when it comes to pushing the ink.
As soon as you squeeze it, all the air goes right out of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the compressor's absolute garbage.
Well, he said it was a crappy one. Yeah. I got no fingernails.
I am taping up the screen so that way when we print it and get the ink inside of it, you don't want it getting like in the seams of it and where like emulsion doesn't coat. You want it to be able to not, you know, you don't want ink to go through it and shit like that.
On here next to it.
What just happened?
What we're doing now is we're kind of just exposing the screen a little bit after the burn. This is a design that they're only doing 20 shirts of. Or 20 hoodies, so we know that they're probably going to end up printing it again relatively soon. So doing this extra step in exposing after the burn is going to lock this design into the screen, where when we go to wash the ink out, we're not going to lose any definition of the design, we're not going to wash any lines out, so we can save this for the next order they want to do. Each screen will give you about 500 t-shirts printed before you have to actually rewash it out and start over again, reclaim the screen. So just an extra step to make the screen last a little longer.
Just happened?
We had to re-level this pallet. I think when we were moving the press around, somehow it got pulled out of level, so we had to kind of level it back.
So basically the bottom part where we lay the shirt at, because if it's not even with this, it was kind of sitting like this, you know what I mean, like at an angle. So when you're hitting it, you're going to get a nice contact over here, but over here it was too big, you know what I mean?
Go ahead and get white ink heating up if you don't have it already somehow. Trying to get it all micro adjusted in. It's like it's a big image, so I want to make sure that it's completely straight all the way around. So what we're doing is taking a Teflon sheet and we're making a matting screen. So we're gonna tape the Teflon to the back, and then as the ink comes out from under the flash dryer, we'll take a bunch of pushes and pulls and strokes with a little bit of ink on the other underside of this screen, and we'll just mat the ink on the shirt back down into the shirt, and it'll allow us to kind of get a really smooth, clean print, real buttery, like kind of smooth and soft to the touch. Something that you can't always pull off on a manual, but it's gonna be sick. How far down? Pull up that picture real quick.
Oh, for the front?
Yeah. I think we decided on 2 down. Is that 2 down?
What this does, it allows him to not, we don't have to go put ink further back, and allows him to sit this on this. A lot of people just sit their squeegees onto the bottom of the thing, and that's how you get a nasty machine, and it's always covered in ink.
Ink everywhere.
This way we don't get ink everywhere. We're not pushing further than we need to. Ink's not going back further than it needs to. And he can just kind of stop right there. Gives him a little stopping point. Alright, sweet.
Well, a minute now. It's getting some weird mirroring.
Where? I don't see nothing from here. Closer.
No, that looks good.
It's good.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, dude. Go.
Shouldn't be any further down in this thing, you don't think? Think that's good? Yes. On here a little bit, we're gonna leave here about 5. Yep. Yep. On top of each other, you know when that one falls, it's gonna pull this one.
Always been doing
We
it.
just
We just
hadn't
never
noticed
noticed it. We're just getting more detailed with our stuff, and we're seeing
This up.
What is that? Which way is that going? This is the design. So because the design is so big, we've got to take one of these chalk markers, and we got to put like basically like a white line here, because the design takes up so much you can't really tell where you need to put it. Whereas like I used to be able to just line up the top of the neck to the back of the pallet, and it would be, the design is several inches down, we know it's perfect, no big deal. But because the design takes up the whole pallet, I've got to be able to have some kind of stopping point. So when I pull the hoodie down, I'll have the chalk marker measured down 2 inches, and I'll just bring the whole hoodie down to that mark, and that way the whole design will still take up the whole back and still have the good spacing for it.
I got these things.
The merch then.
I think there's a color classification.
I'm telling you, that's what it's called.
As
Why do you think I
biscuit.
called it biscuit?
Because you're the type of
me.
person that would make up a color called biscuit.
Nah. It's camo,
Yeah, it's dope.
clutch.
Yeah.
That's the chocolate in the biscuit.
This is biscuit.
Tell me what color you would call that.
Tan?
Nope. Because it's got more of like a golden hue to it than tan does. What has like that tanned, golden, brown kind of biscuits, bro? Motherfucking biscuits. He ain't said nothing, so I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to focus on lining them up.
Trying to focus on knocking them down, baby.
That's it.